Whoops.
There it is. The recording
Hey,
is now in progress.
Is it true? This meme
we're
is being
back.
recorded? Oh, my mic is working.
We're
I've been in the bathroom for
back.
3 months.
The New Jersey truck stop bathroom with the attendant that gives you a haircut or whatever the fuck.
It gives you a haircut.
Wasn't there like a
Uh,
haircut involved in that story? Was someone at the trucks like there's like a barber at the
there is a
truck
barber
stop?
there, and it's at
Nice.
it's
I
at
knew it.
what
Truck
is it? What
stop
is it, Jim? You know
barber.
what it is? It's like the
I don't know, but
Berlin
there's a
Dirt Mall.
long-running thing within the band about like going to the Berlin Mart and the bathroom
Yeah,
having
that
an attendant.
it is. Yes, that's what I
Truck
mean.
stop barber.
Listeners, if you're ever in New Jersey and going to the Berlin Dirt Mall, they have bathroom attendants. I swear, they were eating lunch in the bathroom once when I was there. A cow.
Oh, don't do that.
Eating lunch in the bathroom is a real gnarly move.
Yeah, that's awful.
I've done that
You
before.
gotta leave your desk to go to lunch, man.
I did at one point hate everyone I worked with so much that I like chose to eat in the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah, it was when I worked at a middle school.
Oh no.
At one point, I worked at a fucking slumlord real estate management company in their IT department, and I would just like go down to the Wawa, buy a pint of ice cream, and eat it in my car with a plastic spoon every day for lunch.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, I got fucking vegan Ben and Jerry's upstairs. What am I doing playing
Nice.
the game?
It's a question we ask ourselves every week here on How to Kick Flip a Horse.
Nice, that was sick. Yo, what a fucking transition. That was dope.
It's like I do this a lot.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope you're not doxing
That's the
yourself,
screen you're
just
sharing.
doxing your magic cards.
Wait, you can see that?
Yeah, that's the screen you're sharing.
Wait, I thought around we
You're sharing the whole screen, I guess.
That's not good. I don't know what to do.
We're out of practice.
It's been a bit.
If we were never in practice, what are you talking about?
Smoke weed every day.
The short national anthem.
I did it the
I
wrong
mean,
way
I feel
around.
like you might have too many tabs open because the soundtrack music was slowing down and speeding up the whole time, like back when you and I used to be in a band together.
Damn. I do have a few tabs open.
Bad drummer tempo joke.
I think that's one that you actually
drummer.
can blame on the third member of that band.
Oh yes, old seat couch pisser.
Old man pisser.
Chair
Oh
pisser.
my god.
He of the mystery diarrhea underwear. Anyways, welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse, the show that we do sometimes. We're playing Iron Gods, and if this is your first episode, you're out of your mind. I'm Ivan, and I'm running shit. And I'm joined by my friends who are going to introduce themselves because it's been a minute, starting at the top of the window with Ross.
Hi, I'm Ross. I was looking at my phone. I'm so sorry. I'm Cabot.
Dedication to the bit.
I'm sorry. I got a text. I'm
No sweat. It's fine.
I'm like a lizard monk, and I'm an asshole. Like the Dennis Leary song. Remember that?
Just like it. I'm a lizard asshole. Yo yo.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody had LimeWire.
Right. Also joining me is Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. That's me. I'm Ben. I play a character. His name is Result Battlethorpe. He's a tumorous, awful sorcerer man with tumor sister, pops out of him and turns into a cat. Look for it.
And other animals. Sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
Keep
Super
an eye out.
dragon.
Keep an eye out for that awful little flesh
Keep an eye
golem.
out. Check it out.
Excellent. We're also joined by Joe.
Hi everybody. I play Doc. He's a a young man war priest that loves technology and used to hate murdering people, but now really enjoys murdering people.
Well,
Ugh.
you're at least ambivalent to it.
What?
Get
Well, we'll
sliding closer from your or sliding further from your alignment every day.
Yeah,
All the time.
we move away from the light every new day.
Truth. And finally, we are joined by Jim.
Always last, but never least. Yeah, I play Mimo, the android rogue, and this isn't going to make any kind of sense whatsoever anyway. So whether you're tuning into your first or your most recent listening of us, enjoy.
Indeed. We hope more than anything that you enjoy our asinine time wasting while we, rapidly exit this mortal coil.
Oh, and listeners, if you don't know who Dennis Leary is, just basically he's Shane Gillis, but 100 years older and just as Republican.
Yeah, if you don't know Dennis Leary, consider yourself lucky, I would say.
That's true. And if you know him personally, tell him fuck off.
Tell him we said fuck you, Dennis.
Yeah, I think
what?
What's his name? Shane Gillis actually has some talent. He's just a dick.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary is like really just like no content whatsoever. Like,
Yeah. Imagine Andrew Dice Clay, but like watered down.
What about that show where he's a fireman?
Yeah.
What about it?
What about it?
I
what do you
don't
guys
think
think
I
of
have any
that?
idea who Shane Gillis is, for what
Oh,
it's worth.
he's got some good bits, but he's a dickhead.
He's a comedian.
He does a really good Trump impersonation.
He had RFK on his show. So
Huh.
He has a show.
Was that
yeah,
when
He's a-
sorry, his
when
podcast.
we
He's a
found
Joe
out about
Rogan-
the brain worms?
He's a Joe Rogan
sure.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a soundboard one.
Nope, that was my real tongue. A custom job, if you will. Speaking of a custom job,
Wait, I don't like
Oops.
that when you're talking about
You
your
did
tongue.
it. Segue.
I gotta switch my own screen to when last we left our gang of miscreants. Let's see here. Let me consult my notes. We had you guys had arrived in this area called the Scar of the Spider.
Oh yeah.
In search of the Neurocam, a device holding the memories and consciousness of the AI Casilda. Or excuse me, the android Casilda. When you got here, you found the ruins, the remains of a freshly destroyed, what are they called? Annihilator robots. And you caught sight of a strange alien creature, and then you met an old man, a former druid, with a metal leg grafted onto him, named Mad Patir. And let's see, you guys ate some poison fruit.
Oh yeah.
That's right. I went back to that.
Mostly on accident. Then let's see, he told you about the machine caves and the butcher caves, apparently representing two alien presences at odds here in the valley. When you arrived here, Long Dreamer, your giant butterfly escort, refused to enter because of the strange alien dreams emanating from the area. Let's see what else is important to mention. Oh yeah, before you guys arrived here, you guys had gone back to Torch to do some shopping and some catching up with Doc's family.
Good people.
Yeah, and Connor, Doc's dad, told you that there were rumors of unidentified glowing objects in the sky headed to the west,
UGO.
which was the direction that you guys were headed in. What the hell is that?
Excellent cast mage armor. Well, not accidentally. I
good
almost
job.
cast mage armor.
It's my favorite spell. Let's see. That's an important thing. Oh, and you also met a purple guy named Hyrsec Chow. Who is this guy? Bam. I guess he's not purple. He's pinkish more than purple.
I like his little words.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was fishing.
He was fishing.
He's enormous. He's like
Had been
200
he's enlarged to show detail. You guys had awkwardly run across the water to introduce yourselves to him.
That's right.
That was a real fun time. But yeah,
hey!
you guys basically came to, you introduced yourselves. You're on friendly terms. He certainly presented himself as a intimidating force to be reckoned with. Like this is very clearly a seasoned adventurer.
Sure.
But he's not hostile towards you guys at all.
Yeah, I'm seeing a 31 diplomacy at the end here, so I think we did all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Captain, weren't you in a movie called On Deadly Ground?
We don't talk about that one.
It was on friendly ground.
On friendly ground.
On regular old ground.
Yeah, not
with
under
automatic
siege.
forwarding, I believe.
On ground.
Absolutely not under siege.
Above siege.
Yeah,
Next to the siege.
really easy to kill. Which is a
Parallel.
good thing.
Really
Parallel
easy to
to
kill.
Which is a good thing. Because
Actually, a good thing. Yeah.
it's a good thing because
just Cabot just
I'm not-
punching through guys, just like they like try to block, he just rips their arms off.
yeah.
Yeah. He's
easy
like,
to kill.
these guys are easy to kill. Well,
I'm gonna take you to the bank. The blood bank.
Oh, nice. I thought you were you'd like to make a deposit and then you punch him in the nose.
No,
I'm gonna write a check that your ass is gonna cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this guy is he's not hostile. He's willing to, chat with you guys, fill you in about questions of goings on in the valley if you have them. He seems no stranger to weird freaks running out of the water to say hello.
Wait, refresh my memory though. What was the name of the person who's like hiding in the hills?
Mad Peter referred to them as the Conehead.
The Conehead. Right. Cool.
Due to their conically shaped head.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
cool.
you know what? Give me if anyone has a knowledge nature or a knowledge planes. I might have given you guys this last time, but I think it bears repeating, and I do want to make you guys roll for stuff.
I got a big old knowledge nature, so
Let's
I guess
hear
it's not big old, but it's like pretty good. Oh damn, that was embarrassing.
I'm better.
I had a
That's a
plus
plant.
5. I really thought I was gonna be doing all right. No.
Over there, that's a plant.
I would take knowledge planes too, if that's relevant for anyone.
Planes is
I'm
minus
on a
2 for me,
plane.
but
Nice.
Hey,
Oh,
there
no.
we go. 15's
the
better than
same.
10. 15's better than 10.
I rolled at minus 2. So.
Certainly with a 15, I think I can tell you guys this. So in the glimpses that you've caught of this Conehead, and from the descriptions from Pater about it being, an otherworldly creature,
From France.
almost certainly from France. it occurs to you that you have spotted creatures like this before. In the habitat dome underneath the mountain in Torch, there were ghosts of creatures that had conical heads and wore
Oh, yeah.
masks and had 4 arms.
That's right. I remember those things. That was like where they had that weird like botany room with those like weird little creepy guys, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the veggie-pygmies? Yep.
Yeah, those things fucking sucked. And like those. They weren't like hard, they were just the eerie. I didn't like them.
Well, so it does occur to you that you have seen creatures like this before, though the name or any further information about those creatures at the moment eludes you.
Hail and well met again. We might have done this already. But
I think I was doing Foghorn Leghorn for Hyrsec, so
yeah,
we almost certainly have.
yeah, right. Well, we were trying to get a little bit of recreation in here and do a little fishing like you were doing, but we're also kind of on a little bit of a reconnaissance mission for some weird tech stuff, as they would call it. Seen any weird flying, floating machines overhead?
Flying, floating
Maybe.
machines.
Maybe glowing. That's
There
one
is,
Foghorn
there
Leghorn
are
said,
certainly things in
flying,
this
floating,
valley
and
that
glowing.
glow and float. I've been more concerned about those that crawl and shoot, however.
Oh, well, you've seen some crawly shooties?
Some quite large crawly shooties.
I believe I was in the forest, and from the forest here, I hate crawly shooties.
We
You can
talked
tell
about,
your friends that they can come over and join us.
yeah, I don't know what's going on over
certainly I've certainly already made them.
there. Right.
Oh, you know who you are. You're the dude from Knives Out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I believe I already said I was Foghorn Leghorn. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you said you were
we
Foghorn
need some more
Leghorn.
I says.
I'll say.
I said I was already Foghorn Leghorn.
You should have
You
that
gotta get
slide
that
to
through your
Eddie
thick
Vedder
skull,
at some
son.
point.
Slide to Eddie Vedder, sure.
Yeah.
It's you know, if I have 1 or 2 more.
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't disagree. It is a little Benoit Blanc. A little Benoit Blanc.
Where's
I'm fine with that.
where the crawly shooties coming out of? We heard about like a conehead weirdo crawling around the mountains through the caves.
Yes, the presence of the conehead has vexed me.
Yeah.
Though they do not appear hostile, their motives are suspicious and strange.
Yeah. We've come across some people.
And what did you say your motive for being here in the Scar was again? Remind me.
I'm not really the guy who keeps track of the plans. Is there a smarter fella here?
Fair, perhaps
here from the
across the
forest.
water.
I know that we're here because we're trying to track down some weird technology stuff, but I'm mostly kind of they send me to do the talking and do the kicking, and that's kind of what I end up doing.
And what about you, young
Oh,
me? Young
well, it's
priest?
just, here's the thing. The guy that plays me just woke up from a 3-month cryogenic sleep and has no memory of what the fuck we're doing here. So perhaps I could pass it along to another individual that has notes, because I can't find my notebook.
From the forest,
Damn.
you again here, in a totally different location. I hate crawly shooties.
He's just sort of like looking from the trees back to the other 3 of you, like, okay, who's the least insane of the 4 of them?
Oh,
Do I
you're not
walk
gonna find that.
over to the trees?
That's not the metric with which you should be engaging with us.
I'm
Doesn't
rapidly coming
usually
to
go
realize
well when
this.
I do the talking.
I'm willing to give you a shot. Your your three companions have not exactly set the bar high.
Have you seen
No offense, I
anything
assure you.
weird around here? You know, weird. Mimo's probably doing something weird while saying this, inspecting his foot in a weird way or something.
You hear some shrieking from the woods as well.
Look at it go!
I hope that shrieking
Are you
isn't
seeing
serious.
this thing?
Well, tell me, how familiar are you with the lay of the land in this area? The scar is, we'll call it vaguely Y-shaped. There's the little sort of ass on it where the old man's farm is, or orchard rather.
Mm.
That
A
being
Y
this
with an
area.
ass. Or an ass with a Y.
You seem like someone we could level with.
Certainly.
We're really looking for we're looking for remnants of an android named Casilda, and some thoughts she had about something called Unity, and we think she might be some of that information might be stored in one of these weird technology caves up in this here Scar of the Spider.
Unity, unity, unity. We've heard it all before.
Now
Unity's
that is
kind
a
of like Google,
catchy
by the way.
tune.
That helps.
I'm unfamiliar with the term Google. Google? Was that it?
Google. Yeah,
Google.
it's a number.
Google, someone from Krypton, correct?
Everybody knows what Unity is. It has the crappy licensing model.
Yes, it does. Yes, you're true.
Nice. Got him.
Um,
Well, you see, I'm looking for a person who also is seeking technology. I don't know if they were involved in this android intelligence you said.
Right.
I've never heard of an intelligence storage device, but I'm a relatively simple man, just an
Sure.
adventurer making his way out here in Numeria. But perhaps our quests will align, and we could seek out the person I am attempting to find, if yet they still live, and
Who's that?
perhaps they will have uncovered some information about this Casilda. The person
Why don't we
I'm
see that spell
seeking.
and you can spin us a yarn?
Oh, I am prone to yarn spinning. You could make a whole sweat out of one of my stories.
Pretty soon, it's just he's gonna be like pulling his collar, sweating. It's like,
I
the
may just
job,
be a
I
simple
believe the
hyper chicken.
court. I believe the court will see that.
Expert in bird law.
The jury will recognize that I have indeed not ever read To Kill a Mockingbird, as I myself am a giant bird,
I would never
and I
Ever.
would never read such a violent work.
kill another bird.
The person I'm seeking, it goes by the name of Therace.
Thrace.
Therace.
Thrace.
Therace.
The race?
That seems like
I mean, if you put a space awkwardly in the middle, yes. Perhaps it's Therace. I've only seen it written down.
Rasa.
Therace.
Therace. There you go.
I like Therace.
I like Therace too. Ole.
Sure, Therace. Sure. That makes as much sense as anything. Why not? Why, yes, Therace. That makes perfect sense to pronounce. But yes, they were. They did a whole. They did a whole sort of bait and switch to get away from their higher ups, as it were, and go on an ill-represented mission that seems to have got their companions killed, and perhaps themselves, and as well as some devices, perhaps, that their superiors would prefer returned.
Ah,
So you caught me in the middle of my ration resupply here while I've been fishing in these waters to keep myself in calories while I'm here.
well, listen, if you, I mean, love enjoying a good fish, but if you, a little show of faith, we got plenty of trail raviolis and some other good stuff.
I believe we could mix up some raviolis and some fillets. I caught some whatever this fish is called earlier today, and he holds up like a pretty sizable fish, like enough for each of you all to get like a ration sized cut from.
Excellent.
Cool.
Griswold stomps out of the forest and goes, "Are you part of the Technic League?"
Give me some check. Give me a check.
Has anybody got like has anybody got that thing where they sense like alignment?
Oh, that's a pretty good one. Give me a
I could have that if I would have prepared.
sense
that
motive.
Yeah, we can do sense motive.
13.
I will sense.
He says,
Okay,
the
yes.
person I seek was indeed a member of the Technic League, yes.
Are you looking for this person
Wasn't what I was
on
asking.
behalf of your
I am a free
are you-
agent.
you're
I'm
a
sorry,
free
go
agent,
ahead.
so
I missed the first part of what you were saying, Joe.
oh no, you answered my question. I asked if you were looking for the dude on behalf of someone or if and you said free agent. So you are a detective of sorts.
That falls under my skill set, yes.
Okay.
I believe the term is murder detective.
We're not 100% sure that anyone's been murdered here.
Oh,
Just
Seamus.
Definitely
missing
just
it.
But
said
are you
that-
going to murder anybody in the course of finding out?
It would help with us.
To be honest with you, it's not that important to me, but
He looks at you, Mimo, and he still doesn't really know what to make of any of you. Like this is certainly a quite a unique adventuring party makeup. And
you can make a lifelong friend.
he says, I would be lying if I said I was a stranger to shuffling others off their mortal coil, but that does not seem to be within the scope of this particular job, as long as outside forces intend to leave me unmolested.
well, friend,
No
it's
molesting here.
it's well, if you join up with us, it might change a little bit.
Cabot, do you mean
Cabot, what?
Yeah, that
Can you
was
tell me
confusing,
what you're
but
trying to say?
I'll choose to give you a generous read of that particular sentiment and say that
Cabot? No diddling, Cabot?
I must confess a boredom has set on to me, and I would enjoy the satisfaction of violence.
Right.
Were it to find us, that is.
Did we just get an NPC to do like a chaotic evil turn?
I've become bored. I thirst
He
for blood
he holds
now.
up the big fish and uses his icy rapier to very neatly and very quickly just slice the two side fillets like right off of it into a big cast iron pan that's been sitting in the campfire. The layer of frost over the bottom causing it to like immediately start like crackling and spitting and sizzling real loud.
Ooh,
And
hot
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
he just kind of whips the remainder of it out into the water again, and he sets about making up some little
runs
fish for
after it.
everyone. If you guys are lunching with Hyrsec.
Yeah, I'll get on
Um,
the ravioli.
Excellent. You
Heat up
just
some Chef Boyardee's.
throw them in the pan as well.
I have some
Well,
salt.
I usually just heat the
Nice.
can, but I get you.
See, I've been imagining trail raviolis as dried, like you can eat them like without cooking them.
Oh, like ravioli jerky.
Yeah, like ravioli jerky. That's a
Well,
perfect way to put it.
like spaceman ice cream.
Yeah,
Terrible.
but you can rehydrate them.
Oh,
No, I
God.
To
was
make 'em,
legit
like-
just.
But you
Oh,
gotta
like
use the
farm cat?
marinara,
Just a-
otherwise.
So wait,
It really
trail
just Chef
ravioli-
Boyardee in my head. It was just.
I just like
Like-
that trail raviolis are like future hardtack.
Sure.
Like,
If you
they're
wait
nearly
long enough,
inedible.
they become hardtack if you wait long enough.
And they're
So
just
they're
filled with-
basically like ravioli, but with the consistency of dry pasta from a box.
Or
and they're filled.
Quite
they're
quite
filled
a
with
crunch or
Nah.
a very long
What's
melt
the
in the
filling?
mouth.
right, it's
Yeah,
like a
it's like
fruit
a
leather.
that I
Fruit
think
leather?
is the
That's different.
consistency I like imagining.
pork.
Where you gotta
Italian
like it
gushers.
doesn't crunch, but you gotta like pull it still.
You
Yeah.
want that Italian gusher?
Italian gushers. Yep, that's it. That's the new name for raviolis.
Oh
Like that's
boy.
kind of like tortellini, right?
Mamma mia.
Yeah. Mamma mia.
Maroon.
Griswold chases the carcass into the lake. Into the water.
Oh, my bad. I would have just handed that to you had I known you wanted it.
No, it's
Uh,
it's the chase that gets him. It's not the.
He's a real golem.
That's fair. You've got a
he
kind
pulls
of a feral man vibe.
Pulls it off to the shore, and then his sister comes out as a cat, and despite not having a
Oh.
mouth,
I surely
kinda
don't
gnaws
like
at it, and
that.
They both kind of tear at it, and don't pay any mind to anyone else. And I'd say maybe like 10 minutes later, Griswold returns them with like his face covered in like
Yeah,
viscera,
I
but
step
acting
in
like
front.
nothing has changed.
Yeah.
I put my hand around him, and as like he's looking upon this like sight, just be like, "Ah, mind if we set up camp here?"
Oh, not at all. It's a free country as far as I'm aware.
I don't think it is actually, but that's all right.
I
I
mean,
thought
you
we
know,
lived
say
in a
what
series
you
of
say what you will about the
city-states.
Silver Throne,
What
but
is this?
No,
a
he's
better
totally right.
country?
I was a
Numer-
slave for a while.
Numeria is a nation. I don't know.
But-
That didn't
No, I was definitely a slave though, like for sure.
in a bandit city. It's not like that's like not frowned upon.
I mean,
It's certainly legal in other nations, not in Numeria though.
That means nothing to me. It doesn't change the fact that I was in a car for a good
No,
period of time.
for sure.
For sure.
I'm sorry to hear
laws
of your
other nations
hardships.
mean nothing to me. I will eat your fish carcass.
We
Have
got
that.
child.
I'll
child
gladly catch another one. Oh, got it.
Yeah, Willow is the high ratings get. You know. Yeah, Willow. I have no opinions on it. Got nothing to say about it. So, yeah. It's a great movie though.
Young Val Kilmer.
I always like Val
Everybody's Mad
Kilmer.
Mardigan.
We all get a little mad mardigan sometimes.
That's right.
That's from that, right? That's his line.
That's what he
That's
says. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says. He also says. Want to know how I got these scars? That's,
Oh,
And
want
Willow-
to know
Willow-
why I'm so mad?
Willow, the only movie that created a racial epithet that just was terrible.
create a racial epithet.
I love
Yeah,
a fantasy
for-
slur.
Yeah, for the small people, they called them pecs.
Oh boy.
Oh, sure. That's pretty
Disgusting.
harsh.
Judge Dredd has a lot of good fantasy epithets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of too many now, but like frag and slarg and whatever the fucking word.
I
is.
thought that
Sure.
it was Heinlein. who
Those are
came up
just
with
like
all the
profanities,
fracks and
right?
Frags and stuff.
Vine who?
Right.
Robert
Heinlein.
Heinlein.
I don't know. He came up with
Uh,
grok, which is like a real word now.
Yeah. I'm reading
Um,
Neuromancer for the first time in my life.
Oh,
That's
it's
weird.
good.
My first floor
Okay.
neighbor just texted me asking me if I had ever read it.
Yeah.
Apparently he also just read it.
I just always was like, knew enough about it that I was like, that's a baseline text that I
It's
don't
a
need to
thing.
read. But
Yep.
that's
The evolution of
Did I talk about this?
It's
Did
got
you
a
guys
cool.
read the Mistborn?
No, I don't think so.
The Brandon Sanderson Mistborn trilogy? Did anybody read
oh,
that?
Mistborn. I
Yeah.
definitely heard something. Brandon Sanderson porn is what I heard, which is like it's in it's in
That's something else
46
entirely.
parts. There's 7 trilogies.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, what's Mistborn?
Oh,
Oh no, that it's terrible sci-fi that I just followed up by reading RuPaul's autobiography. And
Oh hell yeah!
RuPaul's
I have a
was
lot of
much,
friends who love
much
Brandon
better.
Sanderson and the Mistborn series. I've played a bunch of the Mistborn RPG with Dan.
What it has
Oh,
an
yeah.
RPG. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but it's so obvious by the end of like page 30,000 that he wants to wrap the fucker up so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last 300 pages are just like the end of the Bible. It's just like, okay, all right. So you just built this up forever, and then okay, now this person's a god, and it's over. Fine.
Yeah.
Did you read the first trilogy?
Just like the Bible.
So it's because he wanted to time skip, basically. That's what the second trilogy is,
Yeah, they're all steampunks, right?
basically.
Yeah.
So, like,
That's cool.
his world building and like magic systems are crazy. Like the magic systems are really, really well thought out. And
I enjoyed that
developed.
a lot.
It's really cool. And like
Like-
playing that in the RPG was really neat. And it's like a way less crunchy system and more, it's all D6s and more about just kind of like naming your shot, calling something, and like rolling to do it. Plus, you know, saying, I have this acrobatic feat because I've
Sure.
trained this way and I've spent my experience this way. So this will give me a die, this will give me a die, and then number of successes.
Yeah, I never
get
thought
you,
that
like-
reading the X-Men in a novel form with the types of powers that they have, like I'd be like, that's not going to come off well. But he really writes good,
Yes.
a
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
mystical power series.
Fantasy X-Men sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically what it is.
He actually does basically that in another series that he writes. I haven't played or watched that read that either. But I have played a board game based on it. It's like very much like a young adult, like fantasy.
Well, we should have a book club.
Cool.
We should have a book club. I just joined a Star Wars book club that my
Nice.
friend is doing. He's actually in the middle of reading. Jim, Tyler, is in the middle of reading every single Star Wars bit of fiction ever.
My God.
And in
Oh.
1 year, he's
In
going to get to
chronological order.
as much as he can. And in 1 year, he's going to get to this point where there's like I forget what the Jedi Academy. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's like, it's a series. It's a very huge series. And he's like, okay, this book club will meet every month or maybe every 2 months, and it will take 5 years. And you're going to read every one of this chunk with me. And I was like, I don't know. I got nothing else to do.
Wow. That's a
I love that
lot
this
of
is
Star
like-
Wars.
This is like people with like families of their own.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I could do with my time, but
I mean,
no,
most of
I
those are like
tried those when I
paperbacks,
was
like
12,
this
and it
book,
was too
like this
painful
thing.
for
You
me
know?
to like commit to it.
Yeah.
Like the first time that like R2D2 and C3PO are spelled out as like word names instead of, like,
ARTOO.
the alphanumerics, I was just like, nah, this ain't it.
I have to say, I thought you would say the first time that I read R2D2 and C3PO having sex.
Sure.
I didn't
That
get
is-
that far.
That is canon.
We've seen
Not
them
get
dock.
that far.
They've absolutely docked. They're
Yeah.
probably in all likelihood they're docking right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a treatment for what was the fucking horrible movie that the last one that came out, the Rise of Skywalker?
Right, yeah.
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 I read this really
Not
fucking
good.
horrible script treatment for it that Alan Dean Foster, is that his name? He's like a famous sci-fi writer.
Sounds like a dude's name.
Anyway, he's like a noted science fiction writer, and it's like has like 100 Snoke clones, and the Snoke just keeps cloning himself, and
Sure.
Huh.
yeah. Alan Dean Foster is like a
Everyone
name that
knows.
could either be a country singer or a sci-fi writer. But yeah,
Or like somebody who assassinated somebody famous, because anytime you
Yeah,
get like the
yeah,
middle
yeah.
name in it,
sure. Well,
Right.
so then the other big reveal was that because he was like all mad about Last Jedi, even though that was like the best thing that they could have done to Star Wars, in my opinion.
Sure.
And so like they did shit where like basically he has Luke come back from the dead, and then like they chop Rey's head in half, and it turns out she's an android. And
Whoa.
yeah,
That
like it's
sucks
all
so
she's
bad. It
it's
sucks
very
so bad.
it's
Poor
very
shit.
silly. And she's like touching her like exposed wire head the whole time, and she's like, "What?" I don't know. It's all very silly.
Damn.
There's 100 Snokes that they're all killing.
oh, did anybody see the
Awesome.
2 when it released for streaming this last week?
Yeah,
No,
I watched
I
it.
don't have HBO.
What is
Oh,
it?
it's a big honking piece of doo doo. It did
Oh,
not
no.
like.
I
it was one
figured
of the
as
first
much.
Big honking piece of doo doo at all.
What was Donkey Doo?
Dune 2.
Part 2.
Oh,
I saw
Yeah.
that in theaters. I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I don't mind the changes that they made, but
Oh, I just
like
liked it as a theater movie. I don't care. But like I don't have a basis for that. But go ahead.
Sure.
You're
I
out of the
just
group.
really didn't like the design choices that they made. Like
Oh,
they made the
really?
Harkonnens super boring looking.
right.
Really?
Yeah, they made the Sardaukar super boring, and also like the fact that the Sardaukar speech is rendered as like dubstep fart noises do a lot for me. But like
Dubstep fart noises.
it just like it had a lot of the current science fiction writing problem where like nobody really speaks with like a unique voice to their character. They are
Right.
just all sort of author voice that changes tone inappropriately, and like I don't know. I'm a grumpy old man and I don't like anything, so I probably shouldn't be listened to, but it did not do anything for me.
Yeah.
I liked it on a large screen with
Sure.
really good sound. That was
Yeah.
You liked it
was
as a roller coaster.
it
more
was
than a
visually
film.
impressive, well paced. The writing's whatever.
Sure.
I just
Yeah,
to
I
me
agree.
it was just like
I was happy I could put my headphones in and turn it up full blast and sit really close to my television. And but as far as storytelling, I don't know. I mean, Lynch's is even better when it comes to being true to the story. But like, it was fine. It was fine. I'll watch it again.
Hans Zimmer kept his like sinister French horns to a minimum for him. So it's,
The
didn't,
old sinister French horn.
I didn't see Dune 2, but I liked what I was doing to your mom last night. I'm just kidding.
yep.
Wow,
Love
got
everyone.
him again.
Yeah.
Roll a
So,
20 on your
It's
mom.
been Dune to me.
So, is your guys' plan to set up camp here and spend the evening out and
I
about?
believe so. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think we should keep shift watches though.
Sure, overnight.
Just
Can-
we just met this
Can
guy.
can
Definitely.
Benoit and I hang out and we can talk about Sriracha, and maybe we can trade stories about where
Sure,
we've
there's
been.
there's plenty of time to chat with Hyrsec. He seems to be, have been taking the day off, as it were, fishing and such. He's happy to have company and happy to converse with some weird fucking adventurers.
Can I roll in the drunk table to get drunk with
Whoa, sorry.
what's the name? I keep want to call him Benoit. What's his name?
Hyrsec Chow.
Miss-
Where's
Mr.
Chow?
Chow.
Let's see, drunk table Pathfinder. D100 carousing table.
Carousing, you say?
Well,
Whoa.
Hyrsec
You
seems
do
like
hard
he's-
drugs
he's-
with your
What does that mean?
No, this is
Alright.
this is some other shit.
I'm a recovered alcoholic that does fantasy drugs. Let's do this. That should have been so much fun with no laughs.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All I can find is like Drunken Master stuff. So I guess just give me a fortitude save.
Hell yeah. Where is my character sheet that I can click on?
You had it at some point. You rolled the sense motive not that long ago.
Getting there.
Take your
I just
time.
did
No
too.
worries.
It's
What'd
not
you
like
say?
we're recording this right now. I said I
Oh.
lost mine too, actually.
God
Oh
damn.
wow.
I
Nat 20
got
on
a
the
nat
fort
20.
save. All right. Yeah, you can fucking for whatever reason you're you're just pounding them down. You guys empty the cooler before
All right. Then I want to do
before dinner is even
a
over.
I want to do a
Damn.
Marion Ravenwood thing, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, like
Oh, nice.
kind of like shot for shot with Hyrsec to see if I can extract some more info that he might
Your sex,
not wanna
like, I don't
share.
even drink like that.
Boop, boop,
Give
boop.
me
That would be a terrible idea for
That seems
my
like a bad idea.
conquests tomorrow. I
give me
must
a
have my fortitude for tomorrow.
I had to do it. I had to do Hank Hill when I was doing it.
I'll
If I
wanted
say
to
Hank Hill
do-
is rather similar. No, it's totally different.
I wanted to Foghorn Leghorn, I'd do something like this.
Is that the Emperor
More
from Dune?
staccato. A little more yelling. Call more people son.
That was the worst cast. The worst casting in the movie was Christopher Walken. I was like, what the fuck?
That was
Okay.
that like when that was announced was I think when I truly gave up on the optimism that I had that Dune 2 might redeem Dune 1. I was like,
Should've been
oh
David
no,
Lynch.
they're just doing straight up fucking stunt casting.
Should have been David
Um,
Lynch.
I mean,
That
okay.
would have been really funny. I think they should do part 4 with Kyle MacLachlan as Worm Leto.
Whoa. Worm Lido.
I will say Christopher Walken was at least like somebody who's not in every movie, which like everybody else in that
Sure.
is in every movie. Like really, if they had done what they wanted to do, they probably would have put like Jessie Buckley as the Emperor because she's in every movie. She's good, but she's in every movie, you know? Or like, I don't know,
Sure.
Chris
Benedict
Pratt.
Cumberbatch or something.
Benedict.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Sure. I'm terrible at that.
Woof.
I can
Okay,
drink
cool.
real good, but I'm like,
What-
tell me your secrets.
So, wouldn't happen to be up to anything shady, would ya?
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess what do you ask him? What do you want to
just
converse
like,
with Hyrsec about over the course of the evening?
Kind of interested. I kind of like spill the beans a little bit about, looking around for Technic Leaguers and like interested in UFOs. Like, what's going on in the sky? The truth is out there. Tech is cool. What do you know about it?
So you say you studied the tech. I
Yeah, I
myself
worship it.
I must worship it even. I must pardon me. I must confess myself that it holds no appeal to me. The likelihood of an accidental vaporization or getting turned into some type of critter. It seems too high. And there's the don't get me started on the folks what drink the Numerian fluids. They say that oh shit, what's the man's name? What's the guy's name in the Silver Mount? Does anyone remember?
I
Man in
do.
the Silver Mountain.
It's well, there's unities in the Silver Mount.
Oh, they say the Black Sovereign himself is addicted to the stuff. Kivath Cool is his name.
He sure
Kiva's
is.
cool.
And that is
Here's just Kivath, okay.
I've been known to imbibe as evidenced, but I must draw the line at imbibing leakage from those accursed technological artifacts.
Yeah, they're just drinking.
Here.
fluid.
Technological.
Indeed, it seems that way. Though they do occasionally become imbued with a terrible strength, or who
The
knows,
spice
some
must
other
flow.
perhaps advantageous quality. I'm unfamiliar with that saying. Is that a regional?
Sorry, I dropped my salt when it's in the
It's
water.
a stupid saying.
My spice is flowing away in the river. Whoops.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Oh,
Well, so yeah, what else is?
Well, who did like? I just want to get a little more understanding about like who you work for and why you're out here. Besides, just fighting
It's not
people.
uncommon, I'm afraid, for employers in my line of work to maintain a level of anonymity, even from me, the instrument
Yes.
of their hiring.
And thus me trying to get drunk with you and extract this information. But anyhow,
Wow, you know, you've certainly succeeded in half of that.
cool. Well, you'll hit the old hay.
I expect with the four of you, I won't need to take a watch shift. I would hasten unto bed.
Yeah, we got it. We're gonna be doing that anyway.
it's fine.
Most excellent, most excellent. Well, I shall see you all upon the morrow, I suppose.
On the mar.
And he shuffles into his little tent. He finishes whatever drink he's drinking and climbs in there, and soon enough is snoring away as you all, I imagine, do the same. Besides whoever's on first watch.
I lean over
And-
to Busy, and because I'm also drunk, and I'm just like, let's rob them.
Oh God.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if we did?
I was I was gonna say Riswald was probably like already passed out, like either just asleep because he could be, or from being drunk, and sister was out keeping watch and would wake him up if something mattered.
This has got to be disturbing for sister to go back in while you're drunk.
It's all sloshy in here.
Sister stayed in and came out. She wants a buzz too. So she's taking
Sorry,
watch
I
too.
interrupted you, Ivan.
I don't know if you did.
Oh.
But that's okay. So
Taking
yeah,
a long-
so
Hang on a sec.
Rizzy and sister taking first watch,
Yes.
or well, sister I guess is taking the first watch.
And
Yeah, I guess so.
Great.
as familiar, you got my stats.
Let me check out a thing real quick. Oh, you know that little music that you just made there reminded me that I wrote a song for The Scar of the Spider that I should have been playing as background music.
Ooh, very cool.
Bring that shit up.
Gotta put it into the thing so that I can play it. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. How's that volume wise?
Oh,
Too
cool.
loud?
That's perfect.
It's good volume wise?
Yeah.
I'll turn it down just a little bit. It's a little loud on my end.
Oh, it's like a little loud for, yeah, it's just good for like hearing. This is
How's
total
that?
Mortal Kombat stage.
If it's
music.
too loud, you're
Yeah.
too old. What I heard.
I'm definitely too old for loud music these days. That's why I don't really go to shows anymore. Makes my ears hurt
Shang
and my
Tsung.
legs. It's
Jax.
very Genesis-y, as is most of my output. But yeah, so you guys, you're having your watch. Who's on second watch with a 21 perception? Sister, I think, passes her shift uneventfully.
I'm on
Ooh.
second.
All right, you're on second.
Yeah.
How do you greet sister?
I don't.
I would also like to hear that.
I like sort of go to do like a wave, and then I kind of like go for like a pet, and then I'm like just sort of like recoil, and I'm just like
She's a cat at the moment.
finger guns. I know that's what I mean. I'm like,
Okay.
do I? And I just go like, hey.
Do you wave at your cat too? Because I wave at my cats. I'm just like,
Totally.
Sometimes.
I think she does the cat thing and like rubs up against your heel, and then
Like, all right.
walks into Rizzy's neck.
and you hear from the
I'll do a little scratch motion here.
you hear from the inside of your neck, Norm.
What is that?
Cheers, joke.
Oh.
Yeah, be going. I did a terrible perception.
All right. With an
Night
11, with an 11, the shift passes uneventfully.
Great.
Oh right.
I guess I'll take the next one.
All right.
I finally metabolized the alcohol and wasted.
Bust out my digital character sheet here. Give me that
Do it.
perception roll.
Bust it.
Huh. 15.
Excellent. With a 15, your shift passes uneventfully. All right. Doc, with a 24, when you wake, you are the recipient of a sending spell cast to you by Denvaya in Torch on behalf of your father.
Hold on, get a message from my dad.
No one's talking to you.
It says, you can also tell that this was like, so like you can only be the recipient of the sending spell while conscious, so you can tell that this was sent to you like earlier.
Siri, skip instructions.
The spell says, strange lights came back, took Sandville and Garmin, heading west, be careful, love and miss you. Val says bring her something nice. Okay, bye, Doc.
Wait, did he mean that the lights are heading west or that he is heading west?
The lights.
I believe he meant the lights.
Okay.
The aliens took the people that we captured.
Yeah, does
Technically-
anyone, would anyone care to recall for our viewers at home the last known locations of one Sandville Tret and one Garmin Ulrith?
I won't
Our bar.
be able to keep them straight, but one of them we left in a stasis tube deep
We left him in a
underground.
barrel.
Yeah,
That
and
was
they,
Sandville.
Sandville.
He's
We
He's an
Sandville
asshole.
Tret, agent of the Technic League.
we kept in a essentially a living death for what was maybe the rest of our lives.
You guys reinserted him into the torture device that you rescued Doc's father from.
Mhm.
The nanobot stasis tube that was constantly wounding and then repairing said wounds while leaving the subject paralyzed and in
Oh
great
yeah, that was one of the more
great
chaotic,
pain.
evil things that we did back then.
Well, to be fair, the reason that his father was in there was because of him. So
That's true.
It was like
You're
a,
not wrong.
Bit of an
Out for
escalation.
justice.
yeah. I mean,
Chicken
I'm
like
not,
Seagal, out for justice.
not really. Yeah, I'm looking for retribution, not a balance to the universe of any kind. And then
You know, like a good monk.
right, exactly. And then what? I don't remember where Garmin was.
Was he the rich guy?
Garmin, yes, he was the
He's
owner
arrested.
of. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like busted up his operation, and he was arrested and taken
Well,
back.
so what went down ultimately was Sandville got you guys to bust into his warehouse, kill a guy basically by accident,
Right.
and then disrupt. Well, you stole the power transmitter from the warehouse.
You're right.
And smashed it good.
And smashed it good eventually.
We did smash it real good.
Garmin then, in retaliation, after trying to basically buy you guys into, let's say, placidity, was to wait until you guys had left town and then attempt to burn down the Foundry Tavern and frame members of the Technic League, including Sandville, as having done it. That story was proven false, however, when you guys showed that you had captured Sandville already. So Garmin's story fell through. He was arrested and was in jail.
Right.
Damn aliens.
And now
broke
it
them
seems
all out.
that the strange lights from the sky have absconded with these two personages.
Fucking
This
believe me.
what amazing timing.
What amazing timing indeed. And in fact, speaking of amazing timing, shortly after you wipe the sleep from your eyes and receive this sending message, what do you see in the
cops.
sky but the police? Turns out pigs do fly.
Nice,
Sky
very good.
cops.
Jesus.
It's the sky cops.
No,
Dig.
but what you see
Indeed.
is strange lights in the sky descending on the valley to the west.
To the west.
In the area that Pater described to you as being the Butcher Caves.
That was
Sounds good.
the northwestern most caves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can take you back to the Scar map. Here we go.
Star map.
Up this way.
Right.
In this vicinity somewhere, yeah.
This hole.
Alright. That's a hole.
Might be a hole. Looks like it could be a
Could be.
hole.
Could be a hole.
I say it could be a hole now.
Could be
A
a
hole
hole
in the
now.
earth. They call that a cave.
I say you're pissing too loud, boy.
Not a hole, Keisha. A valve.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
It's too loud.
That's one of my favorite memes of the past, however long.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, just look up Foghorn Leghorn, you're pissing too loud when you get a chance. It's some A+ internet, I would say.
Alright.
But yeah, so Doc, you see these lights descending on the valley. What do you do?
Well, wake up, everybody. Get the hell up.
Everybody
Look at
goes
this
on the
shit.
cup.
And then using my tech bro skills, I'm gonna try to discern what the fuck this is.
Give me a roll. Profession tech, bro. Excellent. Yeah,
Dear Chat GPT, what is lights in sky?
with a 28, you're able to tell two things about this. Those being that this is not any technology that you're aware of or familiar with, and this is not any magic you are aware of or familiar with. This appears to be something.
TikTok this.
Because, like, you've seen things fly before. Like, you're aware that the fly spell exists. You're aware that there are, like, large flying creatures. You're aware that there are airships. In some ways, even though you've only seen ruined ones and, like, drawings of them, you're aware that spaceships exist. Like, you know that space is there. You have a land-bound understanding of what these things are. The same as, like, if you know the names of other countries even if you've never been there, and you have some idea of what goes on there and what happens there. You're aware that there are things that fly, even if you yourself have not been on one, even if you yourself don't know the flying spell. The way this thing is ripping around the sky and the sheer size of it is it negates your understanding of what these skybound phenomena are capable of.
That's no moon.
It's certainly no moon. If anything, it looks like so when Sister emerges from Risvold, there's always like a moment where she sort of like stretches into the form that she's taking, but before that she just looks like a little flesh meatball. And that's kind of what this thing looks like. It's like a big gross meatball.
It's a veal cloud.
It's like a veal cloud. I think I like veal cloud better because that's way grosser than what I said, and it's a gross foul thing.
It's like H.R. Giger did the board.
This is pretty geeked
like
out, man.
it's like drunk Giger did the board.
Right.
It's like Cronenberg did the board.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, more Cronenborgian. There we go.
It's a flying
Ooh.
tripe. Orb tripe.
I like Veal Cloud.
Flying tripe. Yeah, veal cloud was pretty good.
Veal Cloud.
It's a real meat storm. Excellent. So you guys are all woken up by Doc. Doc's demanding you to do so and pointing to the sky and shouting "Veal Cloud."
Veal cloud.
And you guys all spot this sort of this ominously glowing, meaty abomination sailing through the sky, heading towards the northwest portion of the valley.
I look over at Rizzy. Are you smacking your lips?
Look at all that meat.
Griswold's curious but threatened.
Fair.
Hey, our friend, have you seen this before?
I have not
it's
laid.
just-
Oh, were you?
I guess that was you. Never mind.
You were talking to your friend whose name you know.
Yes, that one. Ed Sheeran.
Doc just completely blanks on Griswold's name.
No, I was talking to our friend, the new detective man.
I got you.
And
Here's
she
sick.
wins.
We
Here's
never
sick.
got that
Chow.
close.
I'm sorry, I first was referring to you.
I got it.
Hyrsec.
Hyrsec. I have never laid eyes on such a strange abomination. No, certainly not. I have seen and heard of crazy things truly in this valley, but nothing quite like that now.
You guys want me to check it out?
So what we're doing.
It is the end of the watch, I suppose. Or well, it would have been.
I can't sleep with a veal cloud hanging over me. So
If I didn't know better, I'd say it appears to be landing. Over
How far
yonder.
away?
It'll be a bit of a hike, but we'll get there by I would guess midday, as long as we don't encounter any difficulties in this accursed valley.
sure. Are you familiar with the layout and geography of this valley here?
Not on a micro level, but I know the shape of it. I have a map of it from above.
Oh, we got that too. We were looking for the entrance to some caves, but I guess we could just spot that out as we go.
Well, I suppose that ship must be landing somewhere, and I would hazard a guess it's at one of the cave systems that I have spied here.
I too would hazard that guess.
It seems indeed to be a guess worth hazarding.
We've both hazarded it now.
Are you guys arguing?
Truly, the two of us have hazarded the same guess. What a miraculous happenstance. Shall we onward then?
Yeah.
All right. Most excellent.
Hip, hip, cheerio.
So what we're gonna do here, the rest of this here adventure, we're coming up on 9:40, which means we've got about 20 minutes left, and not that I'm in any hurry, but this adventure chapter is not put together well. There's a whole bunch of areas that it expects you guys to go to in not really any order that makes sense. So rather than spending all that time doing that in what I think would be kind of a boring way, we're going to do that fast forward thing that we did that one time when I wanted that other chapter to wrap up. This isn't going to wrap this chapter entirely, but it is going to account for a fair amount of what I think ultimately of it as busy work. But still things that I want you guys to have access to. I don't want to send you guys through like 7 dungeons for this chapter, because that's just too many.
It's a lot of dungeons.
It's a lot of dungeons.
I'm a fan of dungeons, but that is a lot of dungeons.
It's a lot of
Were there
dungeons.
any dragons?
We're gonna well, spoiler
skip
alert,
it?
there are indeed some dragons. Not that we're
Shit.
skipping. We're going to end with some dragons. We're going to end with a dragon in a dungeon on this chapter, as a matter of
I
fact.
can't imagine it.
Which is why I want to skip
Spoiler
all this
alert.
other stuff.
It's better. I want to get there.
We're just gonna
Um,
look at the dragon now.
So
Let's go
first
see
of all,
Gollum's band.
let's go see Gollum's band. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, I'm gonna ask any of you to roll me a diplomacy, a bluff, or an intimidate check,
Oh,
and
you
then
got that.
I'm gonna tell you what unfolds
decline.
throughout your day of travel.
Is there any difference between these? All right, let's do diplomacy here. 35. Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20,
Hello.
baby. All right.
What else was it?
You should be in the Galactic Senate.
Bluff or
Diplomacy.
intimidate, I will also take.
Bluff.
So the one of those that I have points in is diplomacy, but I also am supposed to take a -4 to anything to do with like
Because you're a weirdo.
emotions or like acting normal.
So in this case, Mimo, I'm going to actually give you a +5 to your rolls.
Whoa. That's good.
Well,
Your people have come home.
didn't come out too high anyway.
So what's that amount to?
13.
13.
13. That's not terrible.
Better than my 8.
with
Bluff's so
with
good.
with the 35 and the 13, here's how this goes down. As you guys are making your way around the northern side of this sort of stream and copse of trees, you encounter You see a person walking with barrels of water on like a staff over their shoulders, and Mimo, you immediately recognize that this person is an android. They've got the same sort of like big orange or big like yellow lens eyes that you've got. And ultimately what happens is they flag you guys down and take you back to a small community of let's call them ascetic androids. Their main thing seems to be that they're struggling with reconciling their sort of artificial nature as being like unnatural in the world. They're trying to minimize their unnatural impact on this world that they don't believe themselves to really be a part of by leading
Whoa.
this sort of ascetic lifestyle.
Look at these little Albert Camus. Cute.
Albert Camus.
Albert
Fucking
Camus.
Christ. There it is. There's the best joke of the night, everyone.
God damn.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, gotta Google that one real quick.
It's got to be there somewhere.
Little Albert Camus.
Yep. Albert Camus.
2018, not bad.
Is that just someone's RPGNet forums?
This is Albert,
Huh.
2008. Damn.
Pretty.
Small,
pretty good.
peculiar. This is gonna
It's
be
my
bad.
dad.
There he is.
I defy you to make him more. Damn. Good job, iTeeth.
Great job. Thank you, iTeeth. All these years later. God, 2008.
Wow. 16 years
So
ago.
their leader is an android named Harab, and she tells you their whole like philosophy, and while they aren't super into like the adventuring lifestyle, they recognize its necessity for for what amounts to the outcast and downtrodden in some way. And they're pretty chill. They offer you let's see, they offer you 6 sticks of incense of transcendence and 1 incense of meditation as you go on your way.
Incense works on androids?
Incense.
It does. They're artificial, not biological. You know what I mean?
What's the other incense? The transcendence, and what's the?
Meditation.
And that's just one of those, right?
Just 1 incense of meditation, 6 of the other one, though.
Cool.
Excellent.
Do we want to talk to them anymore?
You can if you'd like. What would you like to talk to them about?
What you doing here?
They kind of explained that they're living as they're doing like meditation and asceticism to sort of try and find peace in this world without impacting it.
Okay, just fun campy dudes. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you could call it camping or living in a cave.
Sure, little home bum monks. I get it. Hi. So, what about? Are you familiar with ground veal as a cloud? The craft flying.
Oh,
over?
we saw the craft.
Veal.
Certainly, yeah. Unpleasant to gaze upon. Certainly unnatural. Buddy, I wouldn't fuck with that at all. You couldn't pay me. I mean, you couldn't really pay me to anything, seeing as I'm doing this monk thing. But that's neither here nor there. It's just a colloquialism.
Cool. Well, good luck with escaping identity and whatnot.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Means a lot, really. We didn't really know what we were doing coming out here doing all this, but we have a shared revulsion at our own existence that we need to sort out, and we're looking for, if anyone else wants to join us. And Harab pointedly looks at Mimo, who might also want to follow this path. We're always welcoming new folks.
It's no nut November, but for your luck.
No nut eternity.
I mean, I assume androids probably nut.
Not any longer. It's unnatural for androids to nut.
Do androids dream of electronic nut?
Androids
I believe it's do androids nut in electric sheep.
Ooh,
Oh no!
you were.
How does a android find a sheep in the tall grass? Irresistible.
Oh no! Well, good night.
You got me.
Well, good night, everyone.
Oh, God,
Good night,
okay.
everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Is that more Hobbit jokes? Is that why we're going to see Gollum's band?
Oh, I should have said hobbits. That would have been funnier. No, we're going to a different place. So you guys part ways with these androids, I guess,
Well,
unless you want to ask any more. What's up?
There was incense of meditation. What else? Divinity?
Incense of
Transcendence.
Transcendence. Okay.
I put them in the inventory.
Figured.
You
Excellent.
guys want to spark them all up right now?
Just
We never use our items, just straight up burn
Just hold
through
them out in front of you. Just, yeah, what's up?
Smells like tea tree.
Transcending. I don't know what either of those do. I imagine you could probably use them that way.
Meditation is actually potentially really, really powerful.
Tight.
I think
Don't
it
say I
restores a
never
bunch
did
of
nothing
spell
for you.
slots. I need to read it again. It's like as though you're affected by like a maximized spells meta magic feat.
That's fun and useful, for sure.
Yeah, I need to read that. And
Love
that, I
some
think,
meta
would
magic.
be good for all of us spellcasters.
That's awesome.
Um,
All right. So as you guys continue on, you see everyone give me perception checks.
Perception. Perception. 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
26. Nice.
sorry, I'll be right there. I was reading about transcendence. I don't think we can use that.
Perceived it.
You can always sell it somewhere,
Yeah.
somehow. Somehow, some way. Damn, 28, each higher than
going
the
up with-
last.
Funky ass shit.
Come on,
Like every single day.
come on, Joe.
I
Oh, oh
already
wait.
did it.
Oh, no, we did all do it. Never
Oh,
mind.
that's all of you. All right.
Yeah,
Rizzy with a 28. What you see is a hand, a skeletal hand sticking up out of the sandy dirt next to a narrow opening in the rock face. Doesn't quite look like a cave from where you are, but it is a
Crevasse.
a crevasse. Yes, that's a perfect way to put it.
I saw this movie last year. Shake that hand and talk to some ghosts.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a talk to me situation.
Well, see, the thing is, the
What
hand
the
is
heck?
holding something.
What's it holding?
It is holding. Give me
Fat
a.
sack of weed.
It's
Nothing
holding a
R-rated.
great big bag of weed.
Sweet. Smoke it. Let me know inside.
I would take a knowledge planes, knowledge technology, knowledge engineering. or just a straight intelligence roll from you, Rizzy.
14.
Knowledge, engineering, 14. Okay, with that, you recognize this as a piece of tech based on similarly shaped items that you have seen before and seen in action. You reckon that this is a weapon. This is an offensive weapon, and may indeed be quite valuable. It is. It's shaped sort of like the
Hey, Doc. Doc, look at it.
What? Hey,
Look at this.
look at that. It's a 22 that I rolled.
Hey, would you look at that? You recognize it, Doc, as a fire drake pistol. This is
shit.
it's like a it's a decorated pistol. And keep in mind, pistols are relatively new technology in
Yeah.
Pathfinder world. So that
Can
does
somebody
count.
check? Hey, Mimo, can you check if this is booby trapped?
Why not?
That's a pretty solid idea.
Some
This is a pretty cool, nifty device here.
Login.
So I believe that's perception, and then I get my trap finding bonus to it, which is
Is it a time warn or
possible to
anything?
put on the character sheet. But
It is
I do
not.
have such item.
Ooh.
With a 20, you're able to tell that no, there are no traps in the area. However, you do get like a weird chill up the back of your neck as you get closer
Oh!
to the pistol in the hand.
And we got sense magic or
In a way, yeah, I have a cantrip. I'm a cantrip on that there.
does it
On
tell you
the
like the
drink.
alignment of the magic or anything?
I think if I just do it enough, eventually it tells me stuff.
Well, there was a house rule, I think. Typically, it's a spell that you have to cast, and like the duration gives you eventually like the school of magic or whatever, and
Yeah.
Right.
the ability of the caster. But I think Ivan had us doing a roll for it.
Yeah, I had you guys doing the what did I have you guys rolling? It was spellcraft was the roll that I was asking you for as like a sort of magical perception check.
Sure. I'll do a roll to see if I
I
can
got
discern.
Cuz like the
Magical
spell, I
properties.
feel like the spell presents the information to you, but the spellcraft roll is required to interpret it.
Right.
I rolled an 11.
With an 11, there's certainly no magic coming off of the pistol. There is a sort of a shade, if you will, of necromantic
cursed.
energy.
It's a curse.
It's not from the gun though. It's from the crevasse.
The crevasse.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not taking that with me.
Why not?
I'm gonna pick the gun up.
You're gonna pick the gun up?
Is that okay
Excellent.
with everybody? Do we agree?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna back up 10 feet.
I mean,
Well,
Just
I'm the one who walked up on it and got
a
to
little
the-
further.
Got that
Can we
dark
see if
feeling.
sister can use it as a monkey?
anybody can use it. I
yeah.
also have a
I love-
gunslinger.
I love
Level.
cursed weapons.
Love a cursed weapon. The last one you guys did, you just completely destroyed.
It was
Well,
thrown
you had
around.
to.
You
Yeah,
didn't
Cabot,
have
you
to.
would have
You
been
just
like
you
a
just had to roll
horrible-
better.
Cabot would have been the murderer of everything and everything.
No, I'm saying they had to because I was trying my hardest to
You're
take
trying
it
to
with
kill
me.
me.
Is this the crevasse?
Yes, that is the crevasse. And about here is where the hand is. I don't have a graphic for it because I'm a hack and a fraud.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, you're gonna draw a hand for us? That's awesome.
Just a middle finger.
So yeah,
Two fingers.
you detect
There's
a
three
faint
fingers.
necromantic aura from
fingers.
inside the crevasse. You grab the pistol, and as you do, you hear a raspy, like windy whistling sort of voice that says, Tama, you've
Tim?
tracked me down at last. Tama, go ahead, pull that smoke wagon and go to work. And from inside the crevasse, you can see this fucking creep edging his way out, squeezing through.
No.
Can everybody tell this is a gun?
Oh, his
Sure.
pajamas got all dirty.
His pajamas are so dirty.
They're so
That
dirty.
was
Uh,
gross.
You
Fuck.
can't go to bed
You-
like
If
that.
this is a gun, that's a gun.
Yeah, got it.
Uh,
Give me
Everyone, here comes
a
a magnificently gay necromantic villain.
Mimo. Give me a perception check, would you?
Coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
He's also an android.
Nice.
He's not an android, but you recognize what he's wearing as a red scatterlight suit because you have and were at least at one point wearing one.
That's right.
Uh,
That's right.
It's very similar, if not the same model.
That means no
um,
beam weapons.
So what I'm gonna ask you guys for is if you want to try to engage with this entity, I will take a bluff, a diplomacy, or an intimidate check. I will also take a knowledge religion or a knowledge arcana to tell you a little bit more about the situation before you decide what you're going to do. And then,
Well, that's pretty good.
or if you would like to just fight him, or if you do badly on your rolling, I'm going to just ask you all to lose a certain amount of HP that I'm going to roll for, lose a certain number of spells that I'm also going to roll for, and then we will give you some treasure.
I did a 31
Cabot.
diplomacy.
31 diplomacy.
I was
That's
like, hey, Cabot, get up
pretty
there
good.
and talk to Zool.
I did
Hey, wait,
a
so we got one
16
of
to
them
learn more
suits
about
too.
him.
Hey, I got that's reflects the beam
Really?
weapons and shit, right? You're not looking so good, man. These pajamas are kind of fucked up.
You look like shit, man.
Oh,
look
you
shit,
like
dude.
my pajamas, do ya?
I got
Whoa.
ones too, just like it. Here, you want to see? All right, I'll pull them out.
Are you a god?
Tema, the way you were waving that red flag around reminds me unto a bull in a bullfight. I reckon I'm gonna charge.
I got a green one too, and I pull out the green one.
Who's this Tema, and why do you sound horny?
Good question.
I assure you it is not my intention to sound horny. Tema was my sworn enemy.
We're not Tama.
You seem to understand this, as
I
you said he was.
Tema was a she, and as I am
Even better,
continuing,
none of us are winning.
old habits die hard. You see,
Okay, we can forgive you for that.
Yeah.
But here, we'll do you one better. You no longer have to identify us that way, because we are not your enemy, but your friend.
Oh, that is reassuring, friends. But I must
Oh, yeah, I do.
confess
High five
that
for
I
that,
am
boys.
itching for a gunfight.
If you want to come with us, we got a gunfight we're about to jump into.
Oh, I cannot leave these caves unless Tema find me in such a indisposed state.
I hear that.
Pointing the gun in the hand at him.
Well, I'm not holding the gun, so I can't be doing that. But
Right,
I'm
who?
I'm holding it behind my back right now. Like, what do I do?
Sure. Old Tema, she had a fire drake pistol. She burned me with it. That's how I got these scars.
Oh boy. Do you like the gun? Is it?
No,
You a fan of?
I hate that gun. It did me awful. Did awful
It's,
things to my flesh.
we found it on the ground here. I think. Is this the one that you're talking about?
Give me some persuasion checks.
What does persuasion look like? Is that just diplomacy again?
No, it's its own thing, I think. Oh no, it's not, huh?
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'll take diplomacy or bluff.
Yeah, I've been killing it with diplomacy recently, so.
Damn, so diplomatic.
This is a different gun. It's not the same fire drake gun, I swear.
Well, if that's
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Oh, no, I'm trying to help you out, friend. I'm not trying to trick you here.
He says, why, that fire drake pistol looks just like hers, and she would only part with it if she were dead.
Yeah, there's a skeleton hand. She's not alive
She was
here.
dead though.
My goodness, my gracious.
Sweet
Then the
gravy
hunt
Marie.
is finally over. Sweet gravy Marie, as they say in my homeland of
Foghorn
Mississippi.
Lake. No, sorry.
Excellent. So you are able to prove to this this ghost of an erstwhile gunfighter that that his nemesis is dead by pointing out to him the remains and her signature weapon, and he says, "I've been looking forward to this for a long time." And
Take that
yeah,
foreshadowing.
he basically poofs out of there. He vanishes and he drops his two pistols, which are two time-worn sonic pistols with 10 charges each.
Oh,
There
I'm more into the
is
ones that like to pop and you have to do a roll, right?
way to go, Cabot. Just
yeah, that's the
absolutely
time-worn.
vaporizing the challenge.
Excellently done. You also obviously find his red scatterlight suit, but you guys already have one of those, so that's all good.
Yours is fucked up though.
Oh,
ours-
well
we
then.
can have
But
two.
his got shot by gun.
Ours still has a skeleton inside, according to our inventory.
Amazing.
That's actually true.
Perfect.
Really
Why
obvious.
not keep the skeleton too?
Archaeological purposes.
You also find a round blue sapphire worth 1,000 gold.
Holy
cool.
shit.
Is it just a regular sapphire?
Yeah, just a clear blue sapphire. Quite well. What is it called? Carved. Well carved. What's it
Well
called when you
carved.
like make a jewel like look good? Well refined.
Jeweled.
Well
know.
jeweled? That can't be it.
It's good jewels.
Good jewels, everyone.
Good jewels.
Good jeweled.
Faceted.
Faceted. Okay.
Faceted? Are we looking for faceted?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Gotta
I guess it
whiff
would
of
have to
that,
be very, very faceted to
I
be
think you just
totally
say that
round.
it's cut really nicely or something.
Sure, it's expertly cut to be
Yeah.
almost a perfect sphere.
No,
I hate
no,
facet
Steven
is a
Singer.
verb for this
It's not
shit.
faceted,
Oh,
but
oh,
it's a
wow.
sphere.
No, Ben had it actually right. Like, absolutely, because facet is a verb in the land of gems.
Amazing.
Well,
The
yeah,
land
but facet
is-
is like to give it a face. If
Sure.
it's round, then it has no faces, so it is just like expertly ground.
You can give it a princess facet or a pineapple
Round.
or a
Sure.
trilliant.
All sorts of facets.
I
I
wish
see you
I
went
had
to
a
the,
pineapple.
the Nintendo store.
You can have a
Oh
regular
no, I am
cushion.
shot.
You can have an ass chair.
I feel like
Ass-
all chairs are for your ass.
Yeah.
Whoa, watch yourself,
God, it's sure for my ass right here.
Whoa.
All right. Well,
watch
it's
yourself,
10:06, and I suppose that is where we will wrap our session on a rousing success of reducing a haunting to not a haunting. Next time, we will continue on to the machine caves, and then the butcher caves, and then on to weirder things at the end of this chapter. We're gonna maybe see some weird shit. And I suppose
some
that's all I
titties.
can say. Well, you might even see a titty. Who knows? Tune in next time on How to Kick Flip a Horse to maybe see a titty. Thanks, everyone. This was Iron Gods. Follow us on Instagram. Actually, follow us on Mastodon. Follow me on Mastodon because I post all the How to Kick Flip a Horse stuff there too. It's at Capybaras with a Z on mstdn.social. It's, it's not any better or worse than any of the other social medias. It's just not owned by insane billionaires. And it's not aggressively trying to monetize every single interaction that happens on the platform. And it's also the only place that you can see non-defaced Crime Cats comics anymore. So, if that's not a reason to get on Mastodon, I don't know what is. You can also give us money. Go to ko-fi.com/hitka to give us some money. Danny, you guys want to say anything before we sign off?
If I could share my screen, just real quick.
Do it.
No.
Yes.
Better not be
please
some
do.
Nazi shit.
Oh no. You know how Ross loves sharing Nazi shit.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I said to say you're pissing too darn loud, boy. It's late at night and you're pissing right in the center of the bowl, like you're frying chicken in there. You gotta piss on the side, boy. Make it a stealth mission. You're causing a whole ruckus pissing like that, boy.
Beat the shit out of that guy.
Pissing too loud, boy. Like you're frying chicken in there.
Set on the ball.
This is the stealth mission. I gotta get that on the board.
Mission. We're pissing too loud.
This is a stealth mission.
You're pissing too loud. This is a stealth mission. Alright, I'll get that on here next week for sure. Or I'll have it ready by tomorrow and the other guys will have no idea of what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, watch our Thursday show too.
Smoke weed every day.
Good night, everybody.